I'm Dr. Bob Marshall. I'm a clinical nutritionist, a primary manufacturer of food supplements, and actually I never planned to make food supplements. I never planned to be a clinical nutritionist, but I can tell you that life turned a lot of corners. I became a nutritionist because at age 4 I picked up Giardia in a sewage dig, and I had it to 34 until I discovered nutrition. And when I did, I was so enamored of what it could do that it swept me away like a wild love affair. Now what should you do if you're sick? Well, you can quickly see if you're sick in this environment and you go to a medical doctor, you will receive critical care. So if you're critically ill, you will receive the best care the world has yet devised. But my Lord, if you are chronically ill, according to the Journal of the American Medical Association, you are now at high risk for death, being treated by acute care drugs for chronically ill patients. They claim it is the 3rd leading cause of death. So you're in extreme danger. Okay? So it should warn you that you need to look elsewhere. We had to take another step. We had to manipulate the biofield, the all-controlling biofield. And I really think that's where the greatest prospect for attaining and keeping the very best health lies. And learning to manipulate this biofield is the medicine of the future. And the medicine of the future is going to have to face, for the next 50 years or more, the chronically ill. The acutely ill are becoming a minority. So an all-new medicine is going to be needed, and it's going to mandate that we be able to manipulate this biofield. And much more needs to be learned about that. And this flies in the face of a statement that has been made for 50 years that no longer is heard from the American Dietetic Association, that all we need is to eat a balanced diet. Well, I have to say that when I hear that, I feel anger, because this balanced diet, according to the American Dietetic Association, includes white flour and white sugar. We are an obese nation now by eating white flour and white sugar. It encourages us to increase eating. It has brought forth supersized portions, which no human on the planet needs. But when you're eating white flour and white sugar, the body knows it doesn't have the nutrition it needs, and it's signaling you, even though you're full, to eat more. Empty calories. Dead stop white flour and white sugar. When you vote no, you don't eat that stuff, big business is going to say, oh my Lord, I got to make a change. That's the way to go. As you see what's happened to the food, you can quickly see that your gene deck is expressing a disease, an illness, a condition that's corresponding with the deficiencies that have been created. But it gets much worse. This deficiency state leads to a progression of infections. A toxicity state first, then an infection, and we see these biofilms building. These are thick, sticky, sugary sacs that can grow as big as 100 micrometers. Once they exceed 14 micrometers, they're invincible to the immune system. So we have to take something from the outside to break these biofilms if we're going to have a chance at getting rid of the infections that are inside. And once the bugs are safely inside, they're trading genes, they're tag-teaming your immune system, they're helping one another by quorum sensing. This is changing color to tell when to attack and not attack. It's a veritable war. And as it escalates, the chance for your recovery diminishes. American medicine for more than 100 years has always tried to cut out diseased parts of the body simply because recovery of that disease was beyond their province. And actually, I would have to say in retrospect, in many of these cases, cutting it out is a good decision because they had no other option or intelligence. But today, there have been advances made in quantum physics, in biochemistry, in emotional therapy, that we can change the entire terrain and turn the body's power against the illness to such a level as to recover the most advanced illnesses. Silver bullets are rare indeed. This body is very complex. Many chemists have said it requires 40 to 78 nutrients. I think it would be an insult to the Creator to say that it needs 40 to 78 nutrients. Definitely, its requirements are staggering. It's intertwined not only with the physical earth environment, but with each other. Each of us as life forms are intertwined. And what I do does have a consequence for you. And we as a nation need to discover that, and we as a world need to discover that. Test the biofield to determine precisely what the body wants where and how much, so that you can restore the basic nutrition. But that won't be enough. You'll also have to take it another step, and that is to be able to restore coherence to the biofield, the all-controlling plasma energy field that really defines your life. That's where you got to go. And if you go there, then you can access what you're really looking for, limitless healing. Cure-A allows you to access limitless healing. It allows you to manipulate the all-controlling plasma energy field. It not only allows you to get the nutrition needed for the physical body to hook its DNA interface into the energy field, but it allows you to erase traumas, scars, other chaos in your biofield. Restoring this coherence allows the body to re-access limitless healing. A new paradigm. This is what we need to access, and if you access it, you don't have to just get rid of your gross symptoms. Why not get rid of all your symptoms and make yourself outrageously healthy? Quantum reflex analysis. We call it the medicine of the 21st century.